Oh, watch out, watch out! Oh, God!
Brace yourselves for some seriously heart-pounding moments today. Welcome back to Machine Universe, my friends. Let's sit back, relax, and dive into these wild mechanical beast encounters together. Looked like a close call for those street cleaners. Glad that pole was there to stop the car. Snowy highways turn into skating rinks fast. Counting over 20 vehicles involved in this mess. That one guy standing on the side is incredibly lucky a car didn't pin him. Such a dangerous mix of ice, speed, and heavy trucks losing all control today.
Shit! Oh, look at that! I need to get the fuck off the road! I'm gonna try to see if I can start saving people if they're hurt.
This shows why road awareness is key. The speeding car makes a sudden move and nearly causes a fatality. Freeway traffic is messy enough without trucks taking out overhead signs. Box truck drivers really need to know their vehicle's height. Opening the back of a truck can be full of surprises.
Oh my God.
Freezing temperatures can make plastic and metal surprisingly brittle. That's a rough start to the morning.
Hey.
Do you notice any issue in this? Warehouse ramps failing like this is rare. Tough luck for the driver.
Keep going.
All right, ready?
Keep going.
Driver in the truck stayed in 4 low, which didn't help much here. You can see everyone trying to brake, but the ice just won't let them.
엄마 어딨어?
This MTW Powerbox rake is actually a multi-season beast. Watching it break up that hard ice with those reinforced steel teeth is oddly satisfying. Some people in the comments said the driver was a rookie, but honestly, these trailers are top-heavy. If the material gets stuck on one side, it's over in seconds. That final beep of the horn was legendary. Clausthal-Zellerfeld is famous for its long winters. They even joke about having 2 winter semesters. Every town needs a Unimog for winters like this in Germany. It's a perfect example of why intersection safety is so crucial. One split-second decision caused a whole lot of paperwork and insurance claims for a dozen people. the coolest thing an Euro 4320 Army truck can do? Or what? He spun around and finally ended up facing the right way. Van driver was way too impatient and paid the price for it. Splitting lanes at that speed is just asking for trouble. Glad he walked away. People in Russia really know how to have a wild time, but using a tow cable like this is asking for a disaster. If that line snaps under tension, someone nearby could get seriously hurt by the flying metal hooks. Proper winter tires like those Nokians make a world of difference when you're driving in northern Norway. For those of you who drive in heavy snow, what's your go-to move when you feel the steering go light? Amcador 211E shows its versatility here, switching from a bucket to an icebreaker in just a couple of minutes to keep the city moving. It's a solid choice for municipal services in places like Nur-Sultan, where space is a luxury. Seeing these professional drivers navigate narrow, icy roads with such a massive piece of equipment is truly impressive. Transporting a Tesmex 1675 trencher requires more than just power. It takes incredible coordination between the two MAN trucks to maintain momentum on slippery slopes. The changing weather from rain to heavy snow only adds to the difficulty of this mountain trek. Slowing down in bad weather is a lesson learned the hard way after a spin like that one. Terrible timing for the car behind, having nowhere to go but right over the hood of the wrecked SUV. Narrow, wet streets and heavy trucks are a bad combo, especially when a trailer starts drifting into oncoming traffic. Looks like an uneven load caused that trailer to tip over while it was moving materials. A common but messy mistake.
Аварии. Это в ту сторону, как я ехал. Вот это жесткач. Фу. Пиздос. Вот это жесть. И побились все.
Seeing these accidents makes me realize how dangerous a bit of ice can be. This highway stretch in the video is known for getting really slippery when it snows like this.
Нихуя себе, блядь! Ебать, я это что заснял, блядь?
That Mercedes is definitely having a mind of its own today.
Качна!
Here's a look at the Audi 80 using its Quattro system to help out a BMW E36. You can see how tight it is when two trucks try to pass each other. Then that SUV pops up and makes things way worse. Luckily, the truck slowed down just enough to keep the collision from being a total disaster on such a busy street. These guys are tough, driving through those freezing conditions in Russia. Some people wonder why it's clearing ice even near open water, but that's just part of the job to keep the lanes safe. The scale of this nuclear-powered icebreaker is just hard to wrap your head around. It's a massive piece of tech that keeps the Arctic accessible. Collisions like this happen way too fast. When you absolutely cannot miss your delivery window. The crew had a hard time because they couldn't close all the lanes for a proper lift. They had to drag the Volvo truck forward, which unfortunately messed up the tank. For anyone wondering, this is the Agri-Metal Twin Max snowblower in action. It's designed to handle deep snow and ice even with lower horsepower. The IMT 558 is a legend in the village for a reason. Old tractor power, still going strong after all these years. Watch that back end swing. Main issue here is the black ice in York County. People are saying this truck was carrying 20 tons over the limit for these Russian roads. You can see how the asphalt just gave way under the weight. If it wasn't for that utility pole acting as a prop, that whole rig would be upside down. This was captured back in Feb 2021 between Clinton and Gibson City. Those snowdrifts look like solid walls until the plow hits them. They're using an old Illinois central wedge plow, which is basically a giant steel triangle designed to throw snow as far as possible.
Спорим, я только по прямой так же смогу.
Да есть, она же сюда выходит, как раз на эту поляну. Ты объехал ее с этой стороны.
Ну, танчик когда.
Да, вообще. Запах термин. Трактор.
Old School 2.0 manual Forester, showing how it's done in deep Siberian powder.
Вот ненасытный. Где?
Ну, там такой не.
Не, Леха! Стоп!
legendary Gaz-66 or Shishiga, doing what it does best in the Russian mud. Nothing stops a Ural 4320 when it's on a mission through that deep Russian sludge. One wrong turn, and that ship is turning into a submarine. That intake must be high up to handle that splash. "31,000 hours and still kicking. That Caterpillar 375L is an absolute beast in the cold. If someone is parked way too close and you're unsure, just unlock your rears and pull forward all the way. That should alleviate the swing.
Esa camioneta como que dio candela ahí.
An exploding truck isn't something you want to get a close-up view of.
Yo, explotó.
It's a tough job for the firefighters when a car is fully engulfed like that. They have to manage the heat and the potential for hazardous chemicals while trying to keep traffic moving safely on the thruway. That ramp angle is brutal. This truck is definitely struggling to find any traction. Kamaz trucks and winter roads, just a regular day for these legends. Beautiful scenery, and even better driving. Handling those logs takes some serious skill.
Вы им место подали тут, вы?
Смотри, фарватер. Вот.
Да они северяне нахуй, они уже привыкли.
Driving in Yakutia during the winter takes a special kind of person. The isolation and the extreme cold mean you have to be your own mechanic, navigator, and survival expert all at once.
Да? Да, техника, я говорю, им быстрее, блядь, заебато. Прямо, блядь, улетятся.
Нам-то куда? Вот.
Ну, блядь, проходимая, пиздец, блядь.
For a 2002 Dodge Ram 2500 HO, starting at these temperatures without being plugged in is a big ask. That rough 3-cylinder high idle you hear at the end is actually a built-in feature to help the engine warm up faster. It's noisy, but it works. The Amcodor 9532, mounted on a 4-axle Ural chassis, is designed for serious work like clearing airport runways. It's rated to operate down to minus 45 degrees Celsius, which is insane. You see those Russian army trucks? This Ural 4320 is just built different for that Russian mud. You can see the power behind that rotary system as it clears the road. It's designed to handle much more than a regular truck could manage. There's a reason the Gaz 66 is still loved by off-road enthusiasts. It's not just a truck, it's a survivor. That's all the madness for today. Thank you so much for spending your time with Machine Universe. If you enjoyed the ride, please consider subscribing for more extreme encounters.